Rated M for mature.
In Sniper Elite's illustrious history, there have been battlegrounds aplenty for one Carl Fairburn to traverse through. Here are some of our favourites.
A personal best.
War never changes. And neither it seems does the Allies' need for an elite marksman sniper to help take down the forces of the Axis. Enter one Carl Fairburn and 6 of our favourite levels that we just keep coming back to in an ongoing series celebrating Sniper Elite's past and present. Whether it's for their design, difficulty, sheer fun, and yes, at times hilarity, the Sniper Elite franchise has been no stranger to placing you and your trusty rifle in a variety of different locations and terrains, and forcing you to become the true badass covert operative that we all wish we could sometimes be. And what could be more badass than targeting that subscribe button and squeezing the trigger, or in this case mouse click, so you can stay up to date with all of the Sniper Elite related content we make. I'll let Phil start us off with his first pick, this one from the original 2005 game, when Phil was just a fresh recruit with a skincare routine unblemished by war. How things have changed since then.
Come on, come with us.
First, we're revisiting the denouement of the very first Sniper Elite's campaign. With the benefit of 16 years worth of hindsight, it seems like a relatively straightforward sequence of events now, but Escape from Berlin was a properly thrilling caper in 2005 and remains so when we load it up even today. With Dr. Lerman in Resistance hands and ready to defect to the USA, Carl and his accomplices just need to secure a plane and get the heck out of this Berlin hellscape that's been smashed to rubble by Soviet and Allied shells. Oh, and a pilot. Yes, we'll definitely need a pilot. Except the pilot's been captured because of course he has. The minute Carl turns his back on anyone, they get captured. So the first phase is all about freeing him from the NKVD units, taking him to, well, probably do something bad with him anyway. Even now, it's so tense making your way through these streets because snipers are so hard to spot. Once you reach said pilot, it turns out that he's not going anywhere until you free his brother too, who's imprisoned in a nearby civic building. Riddle the enemies inside with some Fairburn lead, and you'll learn his brother has no intention of leaving Berlin. Too many people are counting on him here, apparently. Right, fine, so back to the pilot, get him across the town square infested with snipers. Yes, it's an escort mission, remember those? Get him to the van, start driving to airport, hop out to demolish 2 tanks and numerous NKVD commandos blocking the way, reach the airport, single-handedly disable its comms and anti-air capabilities, then hop aboard the plane home just in time. A Hollywood spectacle to bookend the very first Sniper Elite campaign, or as Carl calls it, Thursday.
What, did you think we were done with Berlin just now? Oh, no. How could we be? Bombed out city streets, ravaged ruins filled with Germans and Soviet soldiers alike? Oh, and a mission where Carl has to go on a literal paper trail in order to find the location of a top secret V2 weapon launch site whilst evading fire from not 1 but 2 opposing armies. Yeah, piece of cake. Or so you might think, because in Mission 8 of Sniper Elite V2, your sniping, stealthing, and sleuthing abilities are tested to their limits. From weaving in and out of Nazi and Soviet patrol fire, to sneaking your way inside a ruined military HQ, crawling with enemies, to avoiding countless snipers trying to crack a headshot at your expense. It's relentless. The plot has Carl attempting to locate Dr. Wolf's private office at the German War Ministry, only to discover Wolf's escape plan and later a classified map of V2 storage facilities that Carl must destroy. From the beginning, the level forces you to combine action with stealth as you slowly push your way forward to the War Ministry building, all the while trying not to draw too much attention to your presence as the Soviet encirclement closes in. You have tanks, heavy weapon emplacements, oh, and a gauntlet of snipers to take on before reaching the game's penultimate level, so best get familiar with those many courtyards and narrow alleyways that are on offer, as nowhere is safe. And should you survive, I think you can safely say that you and Carl have earned your Elite Sniper V2 spurs. Just because our beloved Mr. Fairburn is a sniper extraordinaire, it doesn't mean that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, or in this case sandy, when undertaking covert operations. Enter the Kasserine Pass, the 6th mission of Sniper Elite 3. Here you're treated to a series of objectives that force you down linear valleys filled to the brim with rocket launchers, tiger tanks, half-tracks, a closely guarded command center with an annoyingly locked safe, which just so happens to contain a secret film reel that could tip the balance of the war effort, oh, and also a somber moment for our chiseled-jawed hero in the form of Allied informant Brower getting himself blown up. Oh dear. The level gives you plenty of wide open spaces and narrow, tunneled passageways to navigate your way through as you slowly wear down the Axis forces in Tunisia. What's great about this level is the way it offers you multiple options for achieving many of the objectives. If stealth is your preferred method of execution, then quietly taking out enemy patrols and then laying down a few handy telemines on the valley roads will serve you well. But if the sheer blood-pumping desire to seek holy vengeance on the enemy after Brower's death is too great, then going in guns blazing will be given an added sense of scale thanks to the map's wide open terrain. Whatever you decide, the mission's ending acts as a somber reminder that no matter where Carl treads, his less fortunate buddies can't always follow. I think now I understand why he sounds so moody all the time.
Yes, it's Phil talks about the Regilino Viaduct time again, regular viewers. Sorry if you're sick of hearing about it, it's just, look at it. Have you ever seen a more perfectly constructed landscape for a sniping stealth sandbox? From the start point, you can see the objective. You can see exactly where you need to place the charge on the viaduct's weak point in order to demolish it and break the German supply line. Few cheeky long shots to pop off here too, whatevs. But however simple it looks to just get across that pillar and lay a charge, what happens in between this start point and actually getting there is always different. Sometimes you skirt around the more populated bits in the basin below, wind up shooting this chap out of the tower, approaching the viaduct from the left away from that armoured vehicle that tears you to shreds. Other times you lay waste to the sawmill and its guards, storm the viaduct from the right and blow up the armoured car just because. Most often it's something in between. The beginning of one plan and then a route you didn't spot before, or a soldier who spies you unexpectedly, then a rapid plan update that takes you off somewhere else. It always begins here and ends there, but like so many great sandbox maps, the middle is always up to you.
Yep. Of course, how could we not? No self-respecting Sniper Elite video covering the missions we love to keep coming back to couldn't include killing Hitler. And in Sniper Elite 4's Target Führer DLC, the sheer number of options to take out history's most malevolent dictator are marvellous to behold. You can crush him with his own submarine, you can break his face with a melee takedown, lob a sticky grenade at him, drop a cargo crate on his head, blow him up with a torpedo, collapse a giant stone eagle on him, put a grenade in his soup, destroy the entire facility, shoot him on the escaping boat, or simply take your crosshairs and move them delicately over Hitler's, well, delicates. The replayability value of eliminating one of history's greatest foes in so many different ways is what makes this particular DLC so much fun, as the giant submarine pen becomes a literal playground for you to devise which insidious ways you wish to take out the Führer next. You owe it to yourself and the world to try each method and figure out which one is your favourite. For me personally, you just can't beat that grenade in soup death. I mean, look at his face.
Next up, we're at a shooting range. And no, I'm not kidding. If we're honest here, among the serene fields and non-threatening cutouts is where we've all spent a great many hours across the whole series. It's a place to learn about bullet drop and wind effect, and to sharpen your eye. But in Sniper Elite VR, it's something a bit more than that too. It's a place of pure fun, where just for a minute you can forget about being a brave resistance fighter who's crucial to the war effort and just enjoy that simple, mouth agape wonder of holding a fully operational rifle in your hands, bringing it up to your eye and pulling the trigger. There's obviously a practical benefit to spending time here too if you're inexperienced with VR controls. There's nothing to hurt you here except your own wayward grenade tosses, so in this haven of Italian sunshine, birdsong and limitless ammo, you can refine your technique. Also, this SMG range. Nuts, isn't it? Have you seen the high scores?
There we have it, 6 levels across 5 games which we simply just love coming back to. Though, to be honest, I'm not really sure if Carl does. They are war zones after all. Which levels would make your list of favourite Sniper Elite showdowns? You can let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see if your mission of choice is featured in an upcoming video from us. Until then, happy sniping!